still be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready.
Hey cuties, and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new. I'm Cora, and today I am back with another CC haul. So we're gonna have a look at over 100 new CC items today for both your male and your female Sims. I am especially excited today to be sharing some of the male clothing items with you, so make sure you stay tuned until the second part of this video. Also, if you are as addicted to custom content as I am and you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell because I upload CC related videos every week. And as always with any of my videos, you can find links to all of the CC in the description down below. And without further ado, let's get into this. If you've been here for a while, you will know what I tell you now. This video, it's gonna take a hot minute, so make sure you grab a snack, grab a drink, grab whatever you need to be comfortable for the next few minutes and just sit back, relax, let's talk about life, or rather, let me ramble on about life and you sit there, you relax and listen. Well, so I just go on about the most random things that my brain comes up with. The first thing I want to tell you though is that I finally got around to redoing all of my playlists on this channel. So previously I had a playlist that was called CC Showcases, I believe, and I added all of the CC hauls that I did to that playlist. But now I finally organized it a bit better and I'm like way happier with it now. So there is a playlist for all the CC hauls that I do, so they're all going to be available in that playlist. And then I also have a different playlist for all of the other CC showcases I do. So sometimes, like on Tuesday this week, I did a video sharing literally everything that I have in my CC folder under skins. So I did videos like that, I think for the first time 3 years ago. So, there's quite a few of them and they're all in that playlist. Also, all of my favorites are in there. So whenever I do a favorites video, I usually do them at the end of the year. They're all gonna be in that playlist as well. And talking about favorites, I also have a series that I started on this channel a while back that is called the CC Bible, in which I usually share like around 10-ish items of each of the categories in The Sims 4 that are my favorite and like my most essential ones. And they're the items that I couldn't delete if I had to get rid of most of my CC. So all of the videos of that are in a different playlist as well. So it's all very organized now. And if you are ever looking for a specific type of CC, you can head to the CC Showcase playlist and it's all listed. There's literally videos about everything: hairs, clothing items, accessories, makeup, skin details, shoes for like both your male and female, but also kids and toddler Sims. So it's all there. If you're ever in the need of CC, it's all there and it's all organized now, so it should be easier for you to find what you are looking for. And yeah, I'm just honestly so excited to have done that. I think if you watch my videos, you can tell that I have kind of a thing for keeping things organized. Oh my god, I said thing so many times, it does not sound like a real word anymore, but you know what I mean. I have a thing for organizing stuff. I love having an organized folder. I love having an organized video. I love having an organized channel, and I'm just happy to like finally having taken care of that. So it's like all nice now. You go on my channel and it's all nice. You know where to go if you are looking for something. I do still get asked a few times because the video I did last time about the skin details, I asked you guys what kind of category you want me to show off, and most of you were like deciding on skin details, and I also had an option to, just let me know in the comments what you want to see, and most people in the comments said kids and toddler CC. Whilst my kid and toddler CC showcase videos, in which I literally share like every single item like I did on Tuesday, all of those are in that playlist, but they have been covered up by like other things like lookbooks or CC holds or new CC packs being released. So I'm sure none of you was even able to find any of that stuff. So hopefully it's better now, but that's probably why I'm gonna hold off with the kids and toddlers CC showcases for a little bit longer, because I think I did some less than a year ago, and most of my other showcases are from like 2 to 3 years ago, and they are like really outdated because I get new custom content for my male and female sims like all the time, as you know. I also really need to do another CC haul for kids and toddlers. I do those like in between. I think I have like 6 or 7 of them at this point, but it's just harder. No one makes custom content for kids and toddlers, or not no one, but very few people. And you know, that's why there's like always a longer time in between. If you've been here for a while, I'm sure you noticed there's like a pattern behind my videos. So like usually every second weeks, what? Usually every second week there is a new CC haul, because that gives me enough time to like have new CC be released for me to even show off in a CC haul, because I don't like just getting anything that I don't even like the look of just for the sake of showing it off in a video. So I usually wait those 2 weeks, and then there's like a decent amount of CC, like usually around 100 to 200 items. It totally depends, because sometimes creators are like obviously doing more CC or releasing bigger packs, and sometimes they're just chilling, just like me, you know, just like all of us. So it is always, I would say usually there's between 100 and 200 links, and then sometimes these videos honestly get crazy when I've had a bit of a break. Sometimes when I'm like on vacation and I come back, I always try to pre-record. It's been working like in the past, but I usually try to pre-record. So I pre-record for a few weeks, and then I come back, and obviously there's like so much CC, and then we end up with like so many CC items in one haul. But I think that usually around like the 100 to 200 area of CC items is really good for a haul, because it ends up being like 15 to 20 minutes, which I think is fine. Honestly, any longer, I do not know if you could bear listening to me for any longer than 20 minutes. I feel like 20 minutes is stretching it, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I always feel like when I release these videos and I just really talk about life, and I don't edit my voiceovers unless I don't know, unless I like ramble on too much, or like I stumble over my words a lot. I would edit like tiny bits out, but I don't ever edit my voiceovers for videos like CC holds as much as I do for other videos, where I literally cut out like every gap to make the video like nice and quick. But I don't do that with like CC holds or creator sim videos, because I honestly, when I watch other people talk, I really love when there's just breaks in between where I can tell they're thinking or breathing, which I think is so weird, because this is so weird, right? You rarely hear people on YouTube breathe, but we breathe. You know, people breathe. So I think that is so odd, because everyone makes their videos obviously super fast paced, because that is just the time we live in. Everything's like fast paced, and therefore everyone edits out like the half a second or 2 milliseconds of them breathing or thinking or doing anything else, you know, that you do in between talking. And I think therefore it's really odd to hear people just ramble on without having like a lot of cuts in their voiceovers. But I love it. Like whenever I see a video and someone has a voiceover and you can tell that they haven't edited it for like every 2 seconds, you know, they cut something out, I think it just feels so much more personal in a way, because you know that they just sat down and they talked for 20 minutes and they talked about whatever came to mind. And sometimes they might think for a little bit, sometimes they might breathe, or I don't know, sneeze. I don't think I've ever left a sneeze. I don't want to say that, because I bet I did leave a sneeze in one of my videos at some point. But you know, you don't hear them just being humans, and I think it just feels so much more like talking to a friend that way. It's just relaxed, you know, it's relaxed if you can tell someone is just sitting down and talking about life, and it's not that, is it stylized? I don't know the correct word for it, but that's that. I also have been extremely exhausted these last few days. I have talked a little bit in Tuesday's video about how I got a new roommate, and he is very nice. He's like extremely nice, which is so good to see, because honestly, when I was a teenager, it was boys like him that I was scared of, because they were very mean to me at school, okay? I mean, I bet teenage boys just get mean at a certain point. Well, most of them do. At least when I was younger. I do have no idea what happens in classrooms these days, but when I was younger, teenage boys, no, don't go near them. They were like so mean. They would throw little balls of paper into my hair because they knew with my curls it would always get stuck and I wouldn't notice, and then they thought it was like the funniest thing that I had paper in my hair, which, yeah, teenagers. But it's just funny because nowadays when I meet people like that, when kind of my brain just triggers all of the emotions that I had back when I was younger, being like, oh my god, they're all so mean and they don't think I'm cool and like whatever. It's just so funny when you meet someone like that and then they're like literally the nicest person ever. And I have a friend who knows him. That's why he moved. I mean, I didn't need a roommate, but he moved in because my friend knows him, and then I got to know him and I was like, yeah, he's like really nice. This probably be a good fit, you know, to live with. And she also was like, I saw her on Sunday and she was also like, I'm just so excited that he's like in Berlin now, like he's so nice, I love him, I can't wait to like spend time with him and whatever. It was just so cute. And it's just a nice moment, you know, when you meet people that your not future self, your past self would have been like intimidated by, and then you meet them and they're like super nice. And he had a friend move in with him and he was kind of like the same type of person that I would have been intimidated by when I was younger, and they're like my age now and they're like so nice. And it's just, I don't know, kind of heartwarming, you know, because I wouldn't say I'm like intimidated by a lot of people anymore these days, but it kind of still triggers that little girl I used to be back then when I was like, I'm just not cool enough. And you know, it's nice. It's nice. It's really good. And he's very social. That's what I was getting at. He's very social, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. But there have been days where like I was working and he would come into my room frequently because obviously my door is open for the cats. So I was sitting here working and he would like come in and start a chat for 5 minutes and then leave and come in again. And it is nice. I appreciate that he is that friendly, you know, and it was easy to get to know him. Like he's lived here for less than a week, but it doesn't feel uncomfortable because we've talked so much in that time. But I also can note, like I can tell that my batteries, they have been empty after the weekend because it was quite a busy weekend for me, but I can just tell that my social batteries now are like, we're not just empty, you know, you're like breaking us, like stop. So I'm just excited because tonight I think I'm just gonna chill, play a few video games with some friends. I'm just gonna be, you know, on my PC and relax and not do anything crazy. And I'm very much looking forward to that because I have been so social, a lot more social than I usually am in the past few days. And I have a funeral coming up on Friday and I really do need some time before that to kind of just wind down. And because I get that thing where when I do too many things, I get so stressed that I don't actually feel like myself anymore. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't feel like I feel everything the same way I usually do. It's like everything's kind of dulled because I'm just kind of overwhelmed with everything else going on. Like I'm so overwhelmingly tired that I can't take in certain things. And with that funeral, I really want to be there, you know, I want to be in that moment. I want to feel the emotions that you feel during a funeral. And I don't want this to be a thing where I just am so tired that I barely remember the day in a few days or weeks after. And hopefully I can, you know, chill today and tomorrow. I mean, I do have to work, but that's fine. It's like work is really nice right now. I have been really enjoying it. But with that said, I hope you also enjoyed today's video. And if you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you all next time. Bye.
Tears are a proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta try.